1UP's cross-country game tour is brought to you by the Samsung Vibrant, a Galaxy S phone exclusively from T-Mobile.
We are here at La Jolla Beach in San Diego, basically taking a day off because over the past week we've been visiting a lot of places and staying up till 2 a.m. editing stuff, and we're kind of tired. So we decided to take the day off and come here and film stuff and then probably stay up tonight editing it till late. We're basically in the midpoint of our road trip. We're crossing the country, we're flying a few places, we're driving a few places, basically seeing as many developers as we can, kind of getting behind the scenes, seeing what kind of trivia and fun little things we can pull out of it. We started Monday at Bungie up in Bellevue, formerly Kirkland. They had just moved into a new office and they were kind of working on secret stuff upstairs, but there's a pretty large lobby area that they gave us a little tour around of. We met Jerome, the security guard, who has a hilarious laugh. We saw their bathroom, which has a weird little stalker, creepy area in the corner. Handicap access public bathrooms. It's a little echo in here. As you can see, it's opulent, it's swank. I don't think there's anybody in here right now, no. The best thing about this bathroom is our hidey hole. I have zero idea why this space exists. I can only imagine that the construction workers just decided this empty space could be used for perverts, maybe? I don't know. Good times over there. Tuesday, we headed over to 343, the other Bungie, if you will, the Microsoft's team working on Halo franchise as a whole. But we didn't actually get to go in their offices because that stuff is apparently even more secret than Bungie. But we met up with Frank O'Connor, one of the main guys over there, on a soccer field. We did a kind of Dateline-style walk and talk interview.
5-year plan is about fiction in general, so we know where the stories, and there are many stories are going.
What are you gonna talk that?
Well, my experience is that after 5 years, things have changed so dramatically that the last 5 years of your 10-year plan are pretty much reinvented. So they might be more rigidly organized than I am.
Later that same day, we headed over to another Microsoft campus. They own kind of this whole state, or that whole state. So we met up with Kudo Tsunoda, who's a creative director at the Connect group, working on Connect Adventures. We saw some early kind of prototype stuff when the game was called Natal Adventures. We saw, some kids focus testing the game, kind of getting a sense for how people who are only like 2 or 3 feet tall can play these Connect games, and if that works well, and it seemed to be. Hopefully at this point they've got most of the kinks worked out because that stuff's coming out soon.
Really hard thing is we're trying to make an interface that is super natural for lots of people, and you just start realizing as a designer that unless you're actually getting the people in and just seeing what they're reacting to well and what feels natural to them, it's really hard to come up with that in your mind like you would with Control or Control.
Then Wednesday, Alice back home in San Francisco went over to Double Fine, just to kind of make the curve of the map work to hit something in San Francisco. And then when she was there, we went over to Valve and checked out Portal 2. We talked to them a little bit about that. We saw them playing some ping pong. Apparently there's a Seattle game developer ping pong tournament thing going on up there. And actually there's this video online of one of the PopCat guys playing, taking his pants off. I recommend you check that out. But then we talked about Portal 2, kind of got into what got cut from the game.
The biggest thing was, along with co-op, or sort of alongside co-op, the idea of sort of a competitive Portal multiplayer. And we went down that path actually for a little while and had something up and running that was, I guess the best way to describe it was sort of Speedball meets Portal, sports sort of analog. And it quickly became apparent that while it's fun for about 2 seconds to sort of drop portals under people and things like that, it quickly devolves into just pure chaos. I mean, it's not puzzle, it lost a lot of the stuff that was really entertaining about Portal, which was puzzle solving, and cooperative puzzle solving was just a much more rewarding path.
Then on Thursday, we went down to Santa Monica and we met up with the God of War guys, talked a little bit about cut features in that game, went to the food trucks out behind the God of War office, which was kind of fun, and then went over to that game company who were working on something we could actually talk about, which was Journey. And they told us a little bit about kind of the origins of that, how it started as like a Flash prototype, which they called Dragon, which is strange for them because that's nothing like what they work on. That name doesn't really seem to fit. And then they made their main character the I guess ninja. It doesn't have an official name, but that's what they tend to call it. It's like all their different versions of the characters. Like, oh, here's the wind ninja, here's the other ninja. We saw some concept art of that, and then they made that character out of pixel blocks, which is a little fun like Lego-like things.
We founded our company based on the intention to broaden, the kind of gaming experience to the market, and as long as our focus is on innovating and bringing new experience to the players, I think we are independent. We are true to ourselves.
Then on Friday, we visited Obsidian in the morning. Josh Sawyer, I think the lead designer over there, he basically had gone on a road trip of his own, so he gave us some pictures from that. And then we went over to Sony San Diego, which is where like the MLB team works, and we just kind of checked out their mocap studio, did a quick run through there. And then now it's Saturday, and we're just kind of hanging out at the beach, having fun. And yeah, it's about halfway through the trip, so hopefully we'll be back with another one of these in a week, and we'll have some more fun stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching.